Today we're going to solve this problem. Yesterday, Han drove 1 hour longer than Ian at an average speed 5 miles per hour faster than Ian. John drove 2 hours longer than Ian at an average speed 10 miles per hour faster than Ian. Han drove 70 miles more than Ian. How many more miles did John drive than Ian? And here I have the answers, which are either A, 120, B, 130, C, 140, D, 150, or E, 160. I'm going to draw a chart to organize the information better. So I'm going to do Han, John, and Ian. I'm going to do it like this. And up here I'm going to put the time and the rate. Time, because it's 1 hour longer and hours longer. Time, rate, and distance. Like the rate, which is something miles per hour. And distance, which is something more miles, or something like that. So, so I'm just going to assume that Ian's, because we don't know what's Ian's time, rate, or distance. So I'm just going to assume that it's T, R, and D. Just to assume. Okay, and then so Han, he drove 1 hour longer than Ian. So the time is T plus 1, like 1 hour longer than Ian's time. And at an average speed of 5 miles per hour faster than Ian. So the rate is R plus 5 because it's 5 miles per hour faster. And the distance, we know Han drove 70 more miles, so D plus 70. And then for John, we will have T plus 2 because it's 2 hours longer than Ian. The rate is 10 miles per hour faster, so it's R plus 10. And the D plus, we don't know yet because that's what the question asks. How many more miles did John drive than Ian? So I'm just going to put that as M. I'm going to move this paper up now that we have our information sorted. About there. So I'm just going to write. I know that Ian is, so time times the rate equals the distance. So Ian's distance equals T and R, which is the time and the rate. And I'm gonna box that. And then for Han, his is, so D plus time, like distance equals time over rate, so D plus 70 equals R plus 5 and T plus 1. So that's for his equation because it's TR equals D, so Han's T and R equals Han's D. And so I'm going to, if I multiply these out, so if I just multiply it out, T plus 1, so first, RT, outer plus R, inner plus 5T, and then plus outer, last, which is 5. there. I hope that's easier to see, which equals, this equals d plus 70. Because all I did was multiply these together to get this. And that's d. And, oh, okay, and then so we know that d equals tr, like here. So I can substitute this d for tr. So tr plus 70 equals rt plus r plus 5t plus 5. Okay, and so if I subtract 5 from both sides, minus 5 minus 5, then I get tr plus 65 equals rt plus r plus 5t. Right, okay. And then, oh, and yeah, and then so I subtract, well, I mean, if I just switch these around, then this would be also be RT, so if I subtract TR, this and this are the same because they're multiplied. Then I would get 65 equals, cancel out, equals R plus 5T. Okay, and this is Han. Since I can't simplify that anymore, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to write for John. So John is a different equation because since we don't know his distance, this is going to be the same. So his distance is d plus m equals time and rate. His time and rate is t plus 2. And his rate is r plus 10. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so, oh yeah, and also, d plus m equals rt plus m. Because, his d equals tr, right? So if d equals tr or rt, then d plus m, so it'd be the same. So d equals rt or tr, and so it'd be rt plus m equals d plus m. And so we could, since this and this are equal, and this equal the same thing, I could easily write it as t plus 2 and r plus 10 equals rt plus m. See, because these two equal the same thing, and if these two equal the same thing, then they should be equal to each other as well. And so, if I subtract, oh yeah, okay. I had to multiply this out. So t plus 2 and r plus 10. So first is tr outer plus 10t. Inner plus 2r and last plus 20. Right, this. So yeah, tr, okay. And then this equals rt plus m. Sorry. Okay, and then so if I subtract rt or tr, they're the same thing, by the way, as rt, then these cancel out, and then it'd be 10t plus 2r plus 20 equals m. Yeah, and that equals m. And so if I, so what I have here is 10t plus 2r plus 20 equals m. If I group these two together, then I would have 10t plus 2r plus 20. It's the same, it equals the same thing, but I'm adding parentheses so I can easily, so you can better understand what I'm going to do next. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to factor 5. Sorry. I'm going to factor 2 out of this. So it'd be 2 times 5t plus r plus 20 equals n. And the reason I did that is because 5t plus r is equal to this, which is r plus 5t. And r plus 5t, or 5t plus r, equals 65. So if I just substitute that in, then it'd be 2 times 65 plus 20 equals m. And if I multiplied these two numbers, I would get 130 plus 20 equals m. And as you know, m is the extra number of miles that John did more than Ian. So if I add these two numbers together, I would get 150 equals m. So 150 equals the amount of miles more that John did more than Ian. So going back to the question, I'm going to circle this. Going back to the question, these are the answers. A 120, as you know, answer is actually 150. So the answer is D, which is 150. And that's it.